I'm currently in Doha Airport in the middle of a 24-hour trip from Melbourne to London. I've just done a 14-hour flight. I've now got a 3-hour stopover here in Doha, and then I've got another 7-hour flight. And in order to beat jet lag, I've got 5 tips. Firstly, get yourself onto the time zone of where you're going to as quickly as possible. So have a look at what time it is where you're going, and then work backwards and try to get your eating patterns and your sleeping patterns as close as possible to that time zone. So don't just go to sleep when you would do normally. Try to stay up longer to prolong that sleepiness and then hopefully get your body clock moving towards that new time zone. Second tip is that when you're sleeping on the plane, just do one sleep. So don't take regular naps. Don't be napping for 20 minutes, half an hour here, there, and everywhere, because that's going to throw your sleeping pattern out of the window. Make sure you have one prolonged period of sleep. So hopefully 5 or 6 or maybe even 7 or 8 hours sleep if you're really lucky. And in order to help you with that, get yourself a decent eye mask, something like this, which you can get on Amazon, which is made of silk. It's really effective. It's a complete blackout. So don't just use the airline mask. You can get these relatively inexpensive. There's a link in the description below if you're interested in getting one, but that's really going to help your sleep. And the same with earplugs. Get some decent earplugs, because that's going to block out the light and the sound and help you get to sleep. Tip number 3 is unfortunately to avoid alcohol, because whilst alcohol does help you to sleep, it will make you drift off. You'll have a much worse sleep, and when you wake up, you're going to be dehydrated, a bit disorientated, and that's not going to help you for the rest of your trip. The next tip is to avoid caffeine. So cut down on coffee and tea, have decaffeinated if at all possible. And the last tip is to relax. Just get yourself into a nice, relaxed frame of mind for the whole of your trip. And then when you arrive where you're going, stay up as late as possible. Try to stay up until it's actually bedtime in the place that you've arrived. So they're my 5 tips to avoid jet lag on your next big trip.